Okay, Mr. Cook, you are incarcerated here, is that correct, at the Fairfield County Jail?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'm not here to talk to you about any crimes that you committed or may have committed or anything like that. I'm looking at an incident that occurred on, I believe it was July 21st. So tell me, what kind of transpired with what happened?
To be honest, we just around. Just wrestling.
How did you come to be involved?
Well, they was already wrestling, and then I seen Pettit take it off his walkie-talkie, so I was like, oh yeah, I want him. So we popped me out, we shook hands, and we wrestled.
Wrestled and that, okay.
Just a wrestling match between inmates and corrections officers inside this Fairfield County Jail in Ohio. It's on video. As you see, there was a supervisor, someone in charge, asking one of the inmates, "What the hell are you guys doing?" Let's flip through some of the pictures because it was apparently a cordial, and as they described it, consensual wrestling match between the two. Hugs were shared afterwards. One of them said, "Yeah, I beat him, and it was fun. It was fine." They sit back, they chuckle and laugh afterwards. Let's hang out on the tables. A little bit of sweat being exchanged. These are fun times. And who's the next one up? I don't care. I'll take you on too, Bob. I guess it's a team building exercise is what they had there. I would love to see your opinion on this, but there's one quote I wanted to get to when he was talking about this, as he was talking to a supervisor about this, one of these inmates. The graphic 6, you guys. They were saying there were no injuries, and Lape said one of the inmates said the matches were purely consensual, and the inmates and employees shook hands and hugged afterwards. One of the inmates also admitted to wrestling and told the investigator he won his match against the corrections officer. However, he told the investigator that he didn't want any of the jail employees to get in trouble. They're all buddies, Ben. As a matter of fact, there's one person who commented on this, and this is what I was wondering. He said, "I spent 12 years in jail, and this would actually keep tensions low. It would really work. Trust me, it breaks the angst. We may not want to actually fight you if we get to wrestle you." I don't know, bro. I don't know.
I'm all in favor of this. This is one of the more heartwarming stories I've ever heard coming out of jail. Why not? If it's consensual, it's not one of those forced wrestling situations we hear so much about. They shake and hug afterwards. That is a good flow. These guys were fired that were doing the security officers that were doing the wrestling with the inmates. Why not? The guy signs up. If anything that ends in a handshake and a hug in today's splintered world, in today's divisive country, this is perfection. I'd say more of it.
I'm trying to figure out though, maybe the one particular inmate will say, "I'm gonna join in on a consensual fight club because I've been wanting to F old Bob up for a long time." Yeah, let's shake afterwards, Bob.
I would watch.
I don't know. I don't know.
The World Prison Wrestling Federation, WPF.
Bro, we're declining. Next, this is gonna be on like some pay-per-view channel. Check out the inmates fighting the COs. Who's gonna win? There was movies about this with football games. What was the one Adam Sandler remade from back in the 80s or something? He remade Gridiron Club or something like that. Gridiron Gang. This is just real life versions.
And wrestling's always less intense when the guy you're wrestling goes, ha ba ba ba, ha ba ba ba, a little Adam Sandler style.